This is the bullion knot used in hand embroidery. It creates a long tube-like knot on the surface of your fabric. And to work it, we're going to be using a milliner needle that has a long shaft that's the same thickness as the eye, so that's important. I brought my thread up in the fabric. I'm going down as far away as I want my bullion to be long. And I'm leaving the working thread on the fabric. Then using the eye of the needle behind the fabric and winding from the front too, I'm wrapping the thread around the needle. I can lay it down to see if I've got enough wraps on the needle there, and I do. Now I'm going to hold on to the wraps and pull the working thread all the way through, tug up gently, and then lay it back down in the direction of the end of the knot. You can use the needle to hold the thread while you situate the wraps, and then head back down in the same hole for the end of the stitch. So let's do that again. Come up in the fabric, go down your stitch length away. Don't pull all the way through. Leave most of the working thread on the surface of the fabric. Bring your needle back up in the same hole where you first emerged. Use the eye of the needle on the back of the fabric and your hand on the front and wrap the working thread around the needle to cover the distance between the 2 points of thread. And then hold on to the wraps and pull your needle through. And as you pull the thread through, tug up gently and then lay the bullion back down in the direction of the end of the stitch. And you can use your needle to help situate the threads or use your finger on the surface of the stitch and just tug that stitch. Now I pulled that one a little tight. It's tapering at the end, but it still looks okay. Not great, but okay. Let's do it again. So up in the fabric, down a stitch length away. Don't pull the thread all the way through. Hold on to the working thread on the front. Come up in the same hole where you first emerged for the stitch. Wind the thread around the needle. You can use the eye on the back of the fabric to help turn the needle. When you've filled up the distance between the 2 points of thread, hold on to the wraps, pull up on the needle to pull the working thread through, and then pull it all the way through, tug it up gently, lay it back down in the direction of the end of the stitch, and then take your needle to the back of the fabric at the end of the stitch. So one more time for good measure. I'm going down, I'm leaving most of the working thread on the front, winding the thread around the needle using the eye on the back. And then once all the wraps are there, which I have too many on this one, but that's okay, we'll just tug that thread through, pull up gently on it, lay it down in the direction of the end of the stitch, and then head back down into the fabric. And that is the bullion knot. For more tips and techniques on hand embroidery, stop by and visit me at Needle and Thread.